Hey, what's going on? So I'm gonna attempt to make a video to help people out who are messing around with Tesla Model S battery modules. I acquired one a couple years ago. It's sitting here on the desk. It's kind of hooked up, a lot of other different things hooked up to it, but there it is. So I had this in the shed outside for the past 2 years probably. And I'll show a video, or if you look on my YouTube channel, there's another video of how it got to the state of charge it's in right now, which is discharged well below 5 volts it's a right around 5.3 volts for the whole module, and butt has been puckered up even wanting to touch this thing or do anything with it. So I emailed Jack Rickard over at EVTV. Sorry if that bombards your inbox, but his videos kind of have given me about 90% of my knowledge on how these batteries work and how batteries work in general. But anyways, he kind of gave me some advice on how to safely, well, I guess test to see if this module isn't going to explode in the future, and how to bring it back up to its full state of charge. So I have finally, now that it's Labor Day weekend, I've got some time to dedicate to this project, and that's what I'm doing right now. So I have it hooked up to the EVTV Tesla Model S battery control module device doohickey. There it is. I got it from their website, or from their website. It's on their store. It took a hot minute to decipher the diagrams, how to hook it up, but when I mean a hot minute, I mean probably 8 months, although it's not my full-time job. So it's finally working, I think, sort of, kind of. Cool term on my computer is able to read the BMS board on the Model S battery. So it's getting data from, there it is. There's the BMS that comes on each battery module in the Model S. And in conjunction with the controller that I showed you on the wall back there, it's hooked up to my computer and is successfully, well, I think successfully reading the voltages of each cell. I'd say I think it's successfully reading the voltages because the green light, let's see, move this plastic, right here, right there, is blinking. I have a feeling it's supposed to be solid, but it's blinking, so who knows. But it is reading, it's doing what it's supposed to do, or it appears that it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. And I'm going to go with it. I'm going to say it's good. I'm going to show you the computer that has this cool term running that's reading the information from the module controller coming from the BMS board on the battery module. So here it is, if you can see it. It shows battery 1 module right here. Let me move my pointer up there. 5.6 volts for the whole module. And I guess each module's got 6 cells. And I'm sorry, folks, I know you're not going to be able to get any of this time back from your life, but hopefully it's somewhat helpful. Maybe one day I'll be able to organize my thoughts carefully. And then it's got each of the cell voltages. So that battery module is broken up 6 cells, and it's taking current. Mr. Jack Rickard over there at EVTV advised me on, when I'm putting a charge to this thing to observe the voltages of each cell and make sure that they don't vary more than 0.3 volts. So that's what I'm doing. And so far so good. I'm only putting 2 amps into it. But it seems to be charging at a pretty decent rate. I can see these cells going up. I took a screenshot of it when I first started charging, so I'll just compare these cells voltages. Whoops, can you see that? Yeah, these cell voltages with the actual cell voltages here in 30 minutes or so, while monitoring it, making sure none of the cells gets out of whack by 0.3, or it's different from another. If one of the cells is different than more than 0.3 volts, then I'm probably gonna put the kibosh on this and suck up the $1,200, $1,300 or whatever it costs for that battery module. But I think we're good. So I'll show you how I'm charging it. Just using my regular vehicle battery charger, if my car battery dies, you use this thing, plug up to it, and it'll charge the battery. You can start your car again. It's this guy right here, the Autocraft automatic battery charger. I'm doing it at the slow 2 amp setting. He said I could do it at 10 amps, but it's only got a 15 amp option in between the 2 amps, and the 100 amps is 15 amps, so I don't really want to overdo it. I don't know. I might step it up here in a minute. We'll see. And then I just hook that right up to the terminals on the battery module. So yeah, it's looking like this battery is going to be good. So that's excellent news. One thing I do want to point out about the EVTV control module, if anyone else having issues getting it to read or turn on the BMS board or power it up, and I still don't know if I have this correct, but I thought you would have to do this entire diagram here. So I kind of went off of this just to get the voltages and get the data from the module BMS board. So I did it, and the 12 volt, the Tesla battery, that diagram has it, so the Tesla battery actually powers the control module, but my battery only has 5 volts, and I think you need 12 on some of the wires here in order to power it. So I ended up hooking up all these, the doohickeys that come with it, this power switch, and I hooked it up to a 12 volt battery. You don't need to do all that. Basically, you just need, if you want to get the information off the BMS board, all you need to do is hook up these wires here. I had a really hard time figuring out how to get this thing to work, so I just skipped this plug, went into there. One day I'll figure it out. And yeah, it's reading it semi okay. I'll have to check it with the voltmeter, but thanks for watching. I hope this is useful to other folks that are trying to crack the code on this. I'll show the video of how my battery got to the state it's in, only at 5 volts, which is extremely low. And also, I'll post a video once I get done successfully charging this battery up, and then testing how many amp hours are left in it by discharging. I don't know, we'll go from there, but thanks for watching. See you.